at me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Friday, March 15th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Friday's wish to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, members of the public are being reminded of their legal and moral obligations to reporting child abuse in the territory per the Child Abuse Protocol. The Government Information Services explored the topic in a recent video release featuring Program Director for Child and Family Support Services at the Social Development Department, Ms. Laurel Freeman.
Well, basically, everyone in the community is a mandatory reporter. It doesn't have to be specific to your profession. However, the Child Abuse Protocol, which was adopted by the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, and the DPP's office, outlined specific professions that are considered mandatory reporters. And this document was signed in October of 2014, and it lists physicians, physician assistants, coroners, registered nurses, nurse practitioners, dental hygienists, dentists, hospital personnel, mental health professionals, police officers, attorneys at law, psychologists, substance abuse counselors, social workers, daycare workers, foster care workers, principal, teachers, counselors, guidance counselors, priests, and clergy. I'll repeat that because we have, I think in our community, we sometimes want to deal with issues within the church and do not think that we have a duty to report those issues. So let me just emphasize that the protocol says that priests, clergymen, including Sunday and Sabbath school teachers, are mandatory reporters, including also family members, coaches. So it basically covers everyone in the society. Once you live in the territory, you are a mandatory reporter.
These sessions also explored the role of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force within these efforts.
Police officers have a duty to report any form of crime, whether child abuse or any other crime. Okay? In order, this is for police officers to protect the health and safety of a child or children. And they normally come out these reports, for example, in domestic matters. When police officers respond to a domestic report, once a child is involved, okay, their duty to ensure the safety and welfare of the child. And therefore, they will partners with social development and other groups within the community in order to ensure the safety and welfare of such child or children. And it's their duty to arrest the perpetrator involved.
Members of the public were also cautioned of the consequences they face should they fail to contribute to their legal obligation and report child abuse.
Well, there haven't been any cases really to say that there's one been taken before the court. But we as police officers will collect the evidence and put it before the DPP, and the DPP will make the decision.
Okay, so
in addition to that, if I can add though, the Children and Young Persons Act specifically speaks to what some of the legal consequences are, which are if you have been found to, during investigation, be aware of a situation and you fail to report, there's a fine of $6,000 and a term of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years. So there are consequences attached to not reporting any crime committed against our children in the community.
The Rotary Club of Tortola is thrilled to once again announce the launch of its 2024 Grand Raffle, a momentous event aimed at garnering support for critical health initiatives within the community. The grand kickoff is set to take place on March 15th, 2024 at the Bambouche Lounge, commencing at 6:30 p.m. This year's Grand Raffle offers a spectacular grand prize of $25,000 cash, with the drawing scheduled during the Emancipation Festival 2024. Other cash prizes include second place of $5,000 and 2 early bird prizes of $1,000 each. Tickets are now available for purchase at the following locations: Vanderpool Enterprises Limited, Jean's Bar and Grill, Little Switzerland, Data Pro, Studio One, Parton Power, and Tico Wines and Spirits, as well as from any member of the Rotary Club of Tortola. The proceeds from the 2024 Grand Raffle will be dedicated to funding cancer treatment and acquiring neonatal medical equipment from the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital. These contributions are vital in enhancing the healthcare services available to the community, ensuring that both cancer patients and newborns receive the best possible care within the territory. The Rotary Club of Tortola has a long-standing tradition of supporting impactful projects within the healthcare sector. In the past, through the generosity and participation in the Grand Raffle, the club successfully met its fundraising goal of $45,000 for the expansion of a blood bank laboratory service at the BVI Health Services Authority. Now, viewers, this project significantly improved the hospital's capacity to serve its patients, demonstrating the power of community involvement as well as support. Kelvin Liebert, president of the Rotary Club of Tortola, expressed his enthusiasm for the upcoming raffle, stating, and I quote, "We are deeply committed to making a tangible difference in the lives of our community members. The Grand Raffle is not just about the prizes. It's a meaningful initiative that brings us together to support essential health services. We are," he said, "grateful for the continued support of the BVI community and are excited about the positive impact we can achieve together." The Rotary Club of Tortola invites everyone to join in this noble cause by purchasing raffle tickets and participating in an event that promises not only to have excitement, but potentially winning significant prizes and also the opportunity to contribute meaningfully in life-saving projects. Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Orange alert! Orange alert! Fire is spreading across the BVI! The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you! Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacoast Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull.
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean.
First of all, right, your footwork.
Steve Augustine.
You did a pretty hard workout today, so perhaps...
And as you can see, it's actually...
Alonzo Boynes.
Taekwondo.
Adam Murrows.
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute beginner.
You are an absolute beginner.
And Seth Graham.
It bites. It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along, in a display of intellectual competence, the Elmore Stout High School emerged victorious in the highly anticipated finals of the 2024 Intersecondary School Debate. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this story.
The intense battle held on Wednesday saw the Elmore Stout High School narrowly edging out their formidable opponent, St. George's Secondary School, in a debate of exceptional quality. The moot under contention: all students exiting secondary schools in the Virgin Islands should attain a technical qualification, sparked a riveting exchange of arguments from both sides. Leading the charge for the high school were Naomi Omofuyu, Adrian Thomas, and Kander Richardson, who passionately advocated in favor of the moot, ultimately securing victory for their school. Representing St. George's Secondary School in the fiercely contested debate were Deandra Silvera, Yasmin Saeed, and Trinity Letsam, whose articulate arguments contributed to the intensity of the competition. Silvera got the ball rolling for St. George's, laying out a solid foundation for her school's argument in opposition of the moot.
Students should have full academic freedom. Not all higher educational paths require a technical qualification. There should be less of an emphasis on technical qualification. Our second speaker, Yasmin Saeed, will elaborate on the following points: the diverse job market, diverse skill set. Our third speaker, Trinity Letsam, will refute the proposition's argument. Mandating that all students in secondary school should receive a technical qualification infringes upon their academic freedom. According to the BVI Education Act, Part 2, Rights and Responsibilities of Students and Parents, Division 1, Students' Rights and Responsibilities, states that all individuals have the right to receive an educational program that suits their needs.
First to the podium for the Elmore Stout High School was Thomas, who asserted her stance in favor of all students attaining a technical qualification prior to their departure at the secondary level.
Here in the Virgin Islands, where the prosperity of the financial sector is lauded heavily in the public sphere, it is no wonder that the youth of today feel as if they are being herded like sheep into a narrow subset of choices for their future careers. Giving technical qualifications to students, especially those who are unsure of their future place in society, may be their only saving grace. This sentiment is echoed by Dr. Said Bonilla, a professor of economics at the University of Pennsylvania. She stated in her article entitled "The Dropout Effects of Career Pathways" that, and I quote, "Providing career pathways to high school students may reduce asymmetries about the available career and strategies for attaining them. But they may also catalyze students' intrinsic motivation by shifting their understanding of their social role and capacity for success."
Yasmin Saeed, who was recognized for her delivery style by the chief judge, doubled down on the points made by her colleague, Silvera.
After listening to the main points raised by the proposition, you might believe that students must attain a technical qualification in order to thrive in society. While we recognize the importance of technical skills in today's workforce, we firmly believe that mandating that all students attain a technical qualification is not the most effective approach. Building on the points raised by Ms. Silvera, which states that mandating that students learn a technical skill infringes upon their academic freedom, overemphasizes the need for technical skills, and simply is not a requirement for all higher education paths. I would like to offer additional perspectives that emphasize the significance of providing students with a well-rounded education that caters to a range of interests and learning styles. This leads me to my first point. The job market is constantly evolving, and academic qualifications can provide students with the flexibility to adapt to different career trends and opportunities. In a dynamic job market where skill requirements are continually shifting, having a solid academic foundation can help students pivot to different career paths as needed.
St. George's was first up to deliver a rebuttal, and Trinity Letsam left it all at the podium in cementing her team's argument opposing the moot.
Although the concept of a technical qualification holds some appeal, let us refrain from being carried away by the tide of excitement prematurely. The proposition's second speaker would like you to believe that a technical qualification will better prepare you for the workplace. Mr. Moderator, the hard truth has to be told. A technical qualification may be useful for students that are pursuing a technical field, but not all students in the Virgin Islands schools should attain these qualifications because not all of them are doing technical fields. And let us not forget that they are not going immediately into the workplace. Most of our students are transitioning into colleges, and oftentimes these colleges do not ask for technical qualifications. They are asking for academics and sometimes even sports skills. Next, the proposition's first speaker seeks to craftily beguile you by suggesting that having a technical qualification will help when seeking a job. We, the opposition, argue that it will increase unemployment because if all students in Virgin Island schools have to attain a technical qualification, then employers will only be seeking out the best for the jobs, leaving many students unemployed.
Closing out the debate was Naomi, who was awarded the title of the Best Debater, recognized for her exceptional performance in delivering the rebuttal, further solidifying her school's triumph in the finals.
Our opponent's first speaker stated that mandating technical subjects takes away from a student's academic freedom. Growing up as a child, when your parents gave you medicine, you spat it out because you didn't know the benefits. However, now that you are older, we can see the need for the medicine. Students need to be exposed to the vast benefits of getting a technical qualification that would not constrict them, but instead enable them to better manage and have a greater level of freedom in the future. Mr. Moderator, our opponent's second speaker stated that focusing on technical subjects would prevent holistic development. The inclusion of technical qualifications does not distract from, but instead complement our core academic subjects by providing them with practical skills and real-world knowledge. Additionally, we have been moving full steam ahead for the past 2 years. We already are taking active steps to incorporate technical subjects into our curriculum. So allowing students to attain the qualification for their efforts should be seen as the next logical step in the progression of our education system.
Describing the caliber of the debate as superb, Chief Adjudicator Kimberly Crabb-Adams highlighted the pivotal role played by the rebuttal phase in determining the winner. She lauded the prepared speeches delivered by both schools, with St. George's earning an impressive 483 points, closely trailed by Elmore Stout with 483.5 points.
We don't typically do this, but I think it's just really important for us to tell you the scores. Right? We don't typically do it, but we're going to tell you the scores for the prepared speeches so you understand just how real this was. And we didn't know what the scores were. When we heard the winner, we wanted to see the scores, and so we asked for them. St. George's, their score was 483 from the prepared speeches. 483. Now, I know it doesn't give you any context because you don't know what Elmore Stout's score was. Elmore Stout's score for the prepared speeches was 483.5. Okay? 483.5, 483. So you know what won this debate? Tell me what won the debate. The rebuttal won this debate.
Crabb-Adams also revealed the deciding factor that gave Elmore Stout High School the edge over St. George's during the rebuttal phase.
The winner overall, both rebutters did this, and we talk about it a lot. When you come for rebuttal, we don't want to really hear a prepared speech. Both sides had prepared elements of their rebuttal. You can almost see it visually. The top was prepared, there's a gap in the middle for your rebuttal points, and then there's a conclusion. Both sides did it. One side had more rebuttal points. It's almost as if that side anticipated what was going to be said. And so although they were prepared, they were able to prepare based on what was said on the other side. And that school was Elmore Stout. So Elmore Stout won the debate.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Up next, viewers, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hey BVI, I'm Andrea Franz, and I'm here to tell you all about what's coming up next on our year-long Food Fest calendar of events. Up next is Taste of the BVI, happening right here on Virgin Gorda at the Nail Bay Sugar Works historic site. Need ticket information? They're only $100. And remember, 11 participating restaurants, so they're well worth the price. Purchase your tickets at the BVI Tourist Board booth, at Waterfront Drive in Tortola, or at the St. Thomas Bay Dock on Virgin Gorda. Included in your $100 ticket is transportation from the St. Thomas Bay Dock to the Nail Bay Sugar Works historic site. And for our friends on Tortola, the round-trip ticket is just $25 from the Beef Island Dock, just for you to be here. Wondering what to wear? Well, the theme is floral, and this lovely number that I'm wearing is sponsored by She Likes BVI. My other outfit was also sponsored by Put Candy. We can't wait to see you here in your beautiful floral outfits right here at the 2024 Taste of the BVI Virgin Gorda.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The Department of Disaster Management is encouraging Virgin Islanders and residents to participate in the 2024 Carib Wave Regional Earthquake and Tsunami Exercise set for March 21st. The purpose of the exercise is to evaluate territorial tsunami response plans, increase tsunami preparedness, and improve coordination throughout the region. Director of Disaster Management Mr. Jason Penn said the 2021 New Zealand and Tonga tsunamis have reminded us all that the tsunamis are more than hazards of history. Mr. Penn said, and I quote, "Worldwide, there is an urgent need to be more prepared for such events. This year," he said, "we will be testing international response plans, activating components of the National Early Warning Multi-Hazard Alert System, and encouraging schools and businesses to test their tsunami evacuation procedures along with us." Now, viewers, the exercise will include public notification via the Early Warning Sirens National Emergency Broadcast System, the DDM Alert mobile app, and the VHF radio. The entire public is expected to participate, and individuals and private sector businesses are urged to join as well. DDM will join partners from the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center for a regional emergency communications test as part of the Carib Wave. This year's exercise scenario is a magnitude 8.7 earthquake in the Puerto Rico Trench at approximately 10 a.m., followed by a tsunami. It is based on the 1787 earthquake, which caused extensive damage in Puerto Rico. The Virgin Islands has participated in annual tsunami exercises since 2009, and the territory was first recognized by UNESCO as tsunami ready in 2014. Persons planning a home or business evacuation as part of the exercise are encouraged to use tsunami evacuation maps available on the DDM website. If any real threat occurs during the exercise will be terminated. Carib Wave is coordinated locally by DDM. Regionally, it is sponsored by UNESCO Intergovernmental Coordination Group for Tsunami and Other Coastal Hazards Warning Systems for the Caribbean and adjacent regions within the coordination with Caribbean Disaster Emergency Agency. Now, of course, once again, the public is encouraged to participate. Of course, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is also involved. The Virgin Islands Easter Festival Prince and Princess Show is gearing up to showcase some of the brightest young talents on the island this weekend. On Saturday, March 16 at 6 p.m., the Jeffrey Caines Sports Arena will come alive with energy, poise, and youthful exuberance as 4 contestants will take the stage. Leading the Prince contestant is number 1, 7-year-old Taharai Walters, a student at the Robinson Memorial School who loves engaging herself in the worlds of books, games, and dance. Joining Taharia is contestant number 2, 8-year-old Angela Nikki from Little Rainbow School. A born performer, Angela has a passion for singing and dancing. At 10 years old, Chelsea Dyer from Valley Day School is contestant number 3. Dyer is a well-rounded young lady who enjoys playing football and singing. Representing the Prince is 9-year-old Trovia Stevens, a student at the Siboney Center for Excellence. A young sportsman, Travia enjoys spending time on the basketball court, football field, and baseball diamond, developing his skills in those disciplines. The Virgin Gorda Easter Festival Prince and Princess Show promises to be an unforgettable celebration of the island's youth and their boundless potential. Don't miss this opportunity to witness the stars of tomorrow as they shine brightly on March 16th. Islanders FC continues to assert their dominance in the BVI Football Association National League, extending their impressive win streak to 6 matches and securing the top spot in the standings following a 4-1 victory last weekend. In their latest triumph, Islanders FC delivered a commanding performance against Panthers FC, led by the coaching expertise of Fitzroy Daly. Islanders FC has demonstrated cohesive and resilience throughout their match, with Antonio Rodney leading the charge in a remarkable hat trick supported by a goal from Deshaun Bossarge. Panthers FC managed a lone goal from Marcus Butler, but ultimately succumbed to the relentless pressure from the league leaders. Coach Daly commended the players for their collective efforts, emphasizing the significance of the win for the club. Meanwhile, One Love FC bounded back from the previous setbacks with a commanding 7-3 victory in Positive FC. Shane Prince delivered a brace for the One Love FC, while contributions from Tashawn Wallace, Zeron Samuel, Kenroy Palmer, John Samuel, and Julian Davidson propelled the team to success. Coach Devon Carty expressed satisfaction with the team's performance, highlighting their dominance, particularly in the first half of the match. Positive FC, despite their efforts, struggled to contain One Love FC's offense. Prowse within the Martinum Rosicha, managing to score twice along with Ricardo Dixon's goal. In another thrilling encounter, Rebels FC staged a late reassurance to secure a dramatic 4-2 victory over Sugar Boys FC, trailing 2-1. Rebels FC staged a remarkable comeback in the final minutes of the match, with Kelvin Glasgow, Malik Fenton, and Curtly Peters delivering crucial goals to secure the win. Now, games continue this weekend with the Islanders set to play Positive FC this Saturday at the Greenland Field with an 8:30 p.m. kickoff, whilst on Sunday, March 17, also at Greenland, Lionheart FC plays Rebel FC at 6:15, followed by Old Madrid FC against Sugar Boys FC at 8:30 p.m. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284 Media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again on Saturday tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. Have a beautiful rest of the evening, happy Friday, and have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Orange alert! Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.